Sam Taylor Johnson is an English filmmaker, photographer, and visual artist born in 1967. She is a part of a group called Young British Artists, who have been known for the way they shock their viewers. She is best known for her pictures of suspended bodies. However, she draws from many different categories in her works, from her aesthetically evaluative photos of the Yorkshire landscape to the interpretive photos of her suspended self-portraits, to her theoretical photos from the Renaissance predella tradition. She finds many different ways to set up her photographs. In her series, entitled Crying Men, she portrays different male celebrities crying. She shoots them in character, asking each to perform and cry for the camera. In her photos, she depicts different types of crying, from heroic crying to the cathartic crying to regretful crying. These images are important because men are rarely ever portrayed with these types of emotions, and when we come across them, our idea of manhood that is reinforced by our culture is challenged. Because these photographs challenge society's idea of manhood, I believe that they are ethically evaluative. Through this series, she sheds light on the fact that men are not encouraged to let out these types of emotions in our societies. In each of these pictures, the men are alone. Often, they are in a dark room. Depending on the picture, it could be argued that they bring attention to mental illnesses such as depression, in which the subject feels alone in their emotions, which is shown in these images. In this photo, Crying Men, Ed Harris, taken in 2002, he is positioned next to a window where the light streams in onto his face. The side lighting used in this picture draws attention to his face, which is wrinkled and distressed. There is a stark contrast between the right side of the picture, which shows the window, and the left side of the picture, which shows a dark room. Because the light is coming from the outside through a window, it creates the notion that Ed Harris is alone in his emotions. In her photo, Crying Men, Robin Williams, which she took in 2004, she depicts Robin Williams in a similar state of Ed Harris. The focus of the picture is of Robin Williams' distressed face. Sam Taylor Johnson does this through the sharpness of the image. Most of the picture is actually blurry, except for his face and forehead, which is wrinkled by his emotions. Another way the attention is brought to his facial expression is through symmetry and the vanishing point that his arms create. Although Robin Williams is slightly off-center, the image is mostly symmetrical. His arms meet where his hands are clasped, which draws attention to his face, which is right above his hands. Obviously, looking back on this photo after Robin Williams' death is very telling about the emotions that he had been feeling at the time. Although some of these photos may appear to be strictly acting, it is up to the discretion of the viewer to decide whether the subjects are relaying real feelings. Sam Taylor Johnson is famous for her portrayal of a conflict between a person's inner and external sense of self. Perhaps in her series, Crying Men, she is alluding to this theme that runs through many of her works.